Yo, what is up, YouTube? YouTube. What is going on? You guys, sorry, it took me. I'm 1 minute late. I was trying to get a thumbnail for you guys. Oh, this hat has stuff on it. What is going on? School Lady Boy already up in the chat. What's up? Yo, got my energy drink today. What are we doing? We're doing a rain white gummy bear. Try to get the day started. About to go to the gym right after we're done here. So, getting things moving. I am starting to look swole, you guys. Oh, man. What is up? Richard Jennings, Saucy James, Great, GB19, Alan Fishman, Ill Shots. What's going on, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning in and hanging out with me today. I don't like that this is, I don't like whatever. Is that sweat stain? Is that dirt? Is that chalk? Oh, all of the above. Yvonne, what's going on? Hello, everybody. Hello. Hopefully, you guys are all doing well on this amazing Wednesday. I mean, the weather's pretty nice outside, so we'll call it amazing. John Thumb, Spike the Likes, Captain Obvious, what's up? Ilshot says at work we'll be listening in. Thank you, sir. Richard Jennings got the Canadian National Championship this weekend. Hey, crush it. Send me clips of you arm wrestling, man. I'd love to see it on Instagram. Just send me the videos. I love to see your matches. Kane, yo. Casey Jones, that's what I'm drinking. I'm drinking a Rain white gummy bear flavored Rain. Yeah, ice cold, you know. It's good. DF, what up, my boy? In the chat. You guys, we have 26 people in here, 6 likes on your way in. If you could please click the thumbs up button, I would appreciate it. If you were on mobile, on your phone, close out the live chat, hit the thumbs up button, and bring back up the live chat. I would appreciate the love. You guys get a little like spike in here. Oh, man, I'm so stupid, GB19. Why did I not just title this video King of the Table Review? Oh, I'm so dumb sometimes. My brain was in other things, and I was trying to think of a title or like a theme for this live stream. I spaced. I totally spaced. Definitely, we're going to talk about that. Rich Jennings is pulling 154 class. Hey, crush it, my boy. Crush it. Okay. So, yeah, the topic is Jerry and Ermes, but we're going to talk about King of the Table. What am I thinking? We're totally going to talk about King of the Table. I only see new DMs of 7'3", 15-year-old. Texas Prana, what's going on? Future champs. Okay. Yeah, so King of the Table. Oh, man. Where do we – I guess we'll start at match 1, right? There's only 3 matches, so those of you guys that watched it, hopefully this is going to be spoilers. If you did not watch King of the Table for some reason or don't know about it, then, run away because I'm about to give out some spoilers. So match 1, Engen versus Coach Ray. I predicted it to be a 6-0 sweep, and I was incorrect. It was 5-1. Engen ends up tearing his pec or pulling something in his chest, supposedly, and backs basically. I mean, he tries to arm wrestle the last round, but he can't go sideways, and he gives in to Ray. So basically, it was going to be a 6-0, but it's a 5-1. So I guess it wasn't a sweep. But match was pretty dominant. Engen was too fast, and then even in the times where it did get slowed down, Engen could hit hard enough and was explosive enough that Ray couldn't contain him. Ray made him work a little bit, but it was definitely kind of one-sided a little bit. So, good on Ray. This is not a knock on Ray, obviously. I mean, Engen is legendary and one of the best arm wrestlers of all time. So, called that one, but I said 6-0 sweep, and it was 5-1 technically. Then I called for the second one. Hey, Aussie Arm Wrestler, what's going on? Constipated Devin, what's going on? Jake, you dead set legend. What's up, buddy? So, second match, I predicted a 6-0 sweep for Morozov over Corey West. People were giving me crap about some of these predictions. People were saying they think Ray's going to win. People were saying they think Corey is going to beat Morozov. It was a little bit different of a level. Maybe not a little bit. It was a good amount different of a level between Corey and Morozov. A while ago when I was at Michael Todd's house, like a year and a half ago, and a lot of things can change in a year and a half, for sure. Me and Corey were pulling left-handed on the table. Corey was beating me left-handed, but there were situations where I could flatten out his wrist for a second, and then he'd have to like readjust and then kind of surge and pin me, right? It wasn't just like, and I know that was a year and a half ago, but I was like, I don't think I could do that to Morozov's left. I don't think there's anywhere in that arm that I could slow it down. I can't even see an angle where I would even make him flinch left-handed. So that was my like firsthand reasoning as to why I thought Corey would get swept by Morozov. It turns out I was right. I mean, Morozov basically did whatever he wanted. By the end of the match, Morozov was letting Corey get on his press and just hold him and do what he felt like. Now, it's not to say Corey can't get to that level, right? And I hope he does. But yeah, it was pretty one-sided, that one. That was definitely, I would say that was the most one-sided match of the night, was Morozov and Corey West. But I do hope Corey, trains his ass off and gets to that level. Morozov is a different breed of human being right now, especially left-handed. He's number one in the world. So, yeah. Before we get on to the last match, let's check up on the chat here. Everybody's saying hi to Jake. What's up, Chad? Tex Prana, I couldn't have at least gotten half a foot of that. King Kung, what's up? What's up, brother? Looking good today. Thank you. Feeling good. Tex Prana says, Oscar Armors, what's up? David says, Devin beats Corey in a super match. In my opinion, you're talking about left-handed, David? Todd Colazzo, yo, what up, Todd? What's up, Derek? Just got home. Cool. Let's see. Will you face Corey? Yeah, right. Corey's well above me left-handed. I have no delusions of trying to beat Corey anytime soon left-handed. Right-handed, we will dance. Like I've said that forever. I have my match coming up right now, so I'm focusing on. But the plan is win, lose, or draw after this match to stay on the training trek. I'm getting really strong right now. I'm going to go to the gym right after this. I'll post another video tonight. For those of you guys that have been following me, I've been posting on my story on Instagram, my lifts, and then I've been making shorts on YouTube of my lifts. So if you guys want to see some of the lifts and some things I'm doing, and also I was posting some of the lifts that I wasn't really happy with the numbers, but I'm posting it because I want to show you guys how much stronger I'm going to be getting. Like I posted a video of me doing 85-pound hammer curls. I believe it's 85, I think. I posted that a couple days last week or the week before, and I'm doing hammer curls again tonight. So I'm going to go up from there. I feel good. I feel like I should be able to do 95, 100-pound dumbbells for sets. So we'll see. So I just kind of want to show some growth on the videos. So DS730 says, how much does Devin's arm not straightening help his arm wrestling abilities, and how hard is it to get past that arm not straightening? Would you have to break it to pin it? No, you wouldn't have to break it to pin it, but odds are there's a good chance right now something tears on Devin if you really pull through it. I would think with his previous injury, but yeah, you don't have to break it. I mean, technically, this bone lock, Bob Brown has one, and he kind of went into the science of it. It's a membrane in your elbow that's like become hardened, I guess, somewhere in the back where it won't allow your arm to get straight anymore. I don't know how it's caused, but a lot of the old time arm wrestlers have it. So it's some weird membrane thing. Maybe pop the membrane, squish it, break it. I don't know, but not the bones or anything like that. At least that's what Bob Brown's is. So yeah, it's a weird thing going on in the elbow, but does it help? I mean, yeah, it helps Devin, especially when he's King's moving. It plays a solid factor in there. But it's not everything, especially not in the way he was arm wrestling with Dave. By the end of the first round, I think Devin hooked Dave. I know he started in the King's move to slow Dave down, but was it by the end of the first round Devin was hooking Dave, I think, or was it the second round? Either way, it was early in the match. Devin was going forward, so it was a little bit of a gap there. Mark KDX Rider, yo. King Hoddle, what's up? Armtillery says, are you coming to Arizona State in July? I will be going to a Mexico tournament in July, so I won't be able to attend Arizona State, sadly. I already committed to the Mexico tournament a while ago. Grizzly Casey says, you and Chance? We got to do that. Chance is, he's injured and in and out of training. Yeah, me and Chance don't even talk about matches. The only time I hear about me versus Chance is on in the comment sections and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Sideline Star, the first member. Oh, wait, no, never mind. There's other members in here. Sorry, but thank you, member of Sideline Star. Good to see that icon next to your name. He says, you see Michael picked Morozov to win, alluded to Corey not practicing with good competition. Oh. It was a pretty sizable gap. I mean, I don't know if practicing with better competition is going to be the key change for that. I don't know. Maybe. I just feel like it would just need years of heavy lifting and heavy training and heavy table time. I think it'd be a lot of things to catch up to that level from the way it looked. But I mean, Corey felt it. Maybe he did feel something in there, but just from the way it looked, right? DS730 says, seems like a huge advantage. Yeah, seems like a huge advantage having an arm that doesn't straight, to be honest. I agree. David says, y'all see Devin calling out Ryan Espy for this weekend lefty. They'll both be at Nationals this weekend. I've heard from people that Ryan Espy is a bad dude lefty right now. That his left is like crisp. Some people are telling me they think he smokes Devin left-handed right now. I'm interested to see this. So if that match happens, I heard from a couple people behind closed doors that Ryan Espy is hot to trot right now. He is ready to go lefty. So interested in that match for sure if it happens. Chance to match Oleg Petrenko? Yes, he does. Artillery says, sad. I know you love Mexico. No worries. Send of Empire, though. Hey. I'll definitely tell them, make sure all my guys know about it. And I believe they do. I'll put it out there again. But I know a lot of my guys are going down to Mexico as well. DS730 says, it puts less stress on the muscles and allow your joints to do the work. For you, it seems like the arm does not straighten, to be honest, man. Yeah, but they don't hinge. Like, they try to protect it with muscle, so they'll be flexing their bicep and things like that to protect it. They're not completely relaxed and someone's just prying on their joint. They're constantly pronating and rotating and trying to flex their bicep to protect their joint. Ray says Ryan Espy is an underdog and always were. He has always been an underdog. By the way, what's up, Ray? Yeah, Ryan Espy has always been an underdog. In almost every prediction, he's seen as an underdog. On to the final match, though. Devin versus Dave Chafee. I predict that to be a 6-0 Devin sweep. And it was. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was watching it, and at the end of round one or beginning of round two, I was like, oh, this is done. Like, I want to go to sleep. Like, I finished watching it, but like after round one, I was like, there we go. Because Devin had already King's move, take Dave's wrist, and at that point beat Dave in a hook. And there wasn't much more Dave could do besides that. I knew there wasn't a lot of transitions to be made, not a lot of options left for Dave, and I just knew it was about to be the Devin show. Like after, I believe I can't remember if it was round one or round two, but I remember I was like, yeah, this is dumb now. Like, I don't even want to. There's nothing left for Dave to do. It's just gonna be Devin holding him and talking crap for the next 4 or 5 rounds. So I was like, personally, I was just like, lost my interest. But I messaged Devin the day after. I said, hey, congratulations on your win. I said, how far off do you think I am from Dave? That's what I said to him, honestly. Not that I think I'm really close. Devin arm wrestled him. He's arm wrestled me. Like, I'm just wondering how big the gap is between me and Dave. And obviously, there's a gap between Dave and Devin. And Devin said that Dave is not what he was. So from Devin, I think Devin is stronger than he was before, but per Devin, Dave is not as strong as Dave was. I don't know why. I don't talk to Dave like that. I have no behind-the-scenes answers for you guys, but he's saying that Dave is not as strong as he once was from Devin. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Dave Chafee. I hope whatever it is, he fixes it and bounces back. I'd love to see Dave in top form, destroying people again. But at the same time, maybe it's not for him. Maybe he's burned out on it. I mean, I guess he referenced maybe having some kind of, I have one more match, and then is he retiring after that? I don't know. I love Dave. He's awesome though, man. So hopefully he sticks around, to be honest. DS730 says Levon injured Devin not on the locked angle. It was at the start. Seemed like Devin even stopped him a bit on that locked angle. Round one, Devin compromised Levon's wrist 100%. When Levon pinned him, Levon's wrist was going backwards. So Devin won that small part. But then round two, Devin was trying to put way more pressure center table, and it tore that first surge round two. And then after that, it was all bad. Let's see. Way too strong. Jerry versus Ermes, who wins? So I still think it's a toss-up to me. Last time we talked about this match, I kept going back and forth. I could see the match going both ways. I could see how Jerry can win, and I can see how Ermes can win. I think that there is more ways for Jerry to win than there are for Ermes. I feel like there's more lanes and scenarios where Jerry tires Ermes out, gets on Ermes' arm, and Ermes can't rotate through it, than Ermes consistently rotating through Jerry's shoulder. But it's so there's so many variables. like how fast and explosive is Ermes going to be. He could just be fast and explosive enough to finish the round so fast that Jerry doesn't get into it. That's possible. Ermes is pretty explosive and he's strong. If Jerry just one round, any of those first like 3 rounds gets on that arm and gets a shoulder behind it, it's bad. It's really bad for Ermes. So I have it at a 51% Jerry Caderet, 49% Ermes. This is how it is in my head. I know other people might disagree, but that's kind of how I see it. I can just see angles. If Jerry gets there, and Ermes doesn't. If Jerry false starts or something happens, if Jerry gets there, and Ermes sits there and plays the game and tries to rotate through Jerry's shoulder and does that whole thing, he will burn him. He will burn energy. Like Ermes has to play the energy game very efficiently against Jerry. Dia says Jerry versus Ermes is all about the shoulder angle and who can get that shoulder in. Yeah, I don't think Ermes is going to go shoulder forward though. I think he's going to still go out and rotate. He might go sideways, but I definitely don't think he's going shoulder forward. Let's see. Logia says, I think it's sad how many people sleep on Jerry, especially the stylistic factor. Yeah, dude, he throws a huge wrench in the mix for everybody. Like nobody has that style at that high of a level. And so all of a sudden you're training for these people that hook and top roll and things, and all of a sudden you have a crazy flop presser who's been doing it like 40 years. It's crazy. The game says Dave has serious neck issue. Bernardo, how important is having a strong grip at transfer to the table? Talking about COC 3+ level grip. There are some small situations where it can be valuable, but for the most part, it's not that big of a carryover. Definitely not as big of a carryover as the random person would think. Your general person walking down the street would think grip is a pretty big factor in arm wrestling. It's not. If I had to try to put a percentage on it, I don't know. I would say grip plays 5 to 10% importance, maybe something like that. There's some situations in the straps where you can, because when you squeeze as tight as you can, naturally your wrist bends backwards. If I squeeze as tight as I can, your wrist bends backwards naturally. So crushing like that will fold your wrist back. Also, when you do crushing grip, things like that, you don't get good coverage. In arm wrestling, you want good coverage, and you want to have strength to your fingertips to be able to contain them. So your grip is like this. It's open finger gripping. So it's not a ton of carryover, and people, the tighter you squeeze, the more people will just run and get away. So in the straps, grip can play a little bit of a factor. Thumb drive can play a factor. When Devin was talking about his match with Gennady and all that thumb stuff, driving your thumb can make things happen. So there are some small instances where it can be a factor, but overall, it's not going to be a big game changer. It's not going to change anything massive. Jonesy says, if Devin didn't get injured, he would have beat Levon. I guarantee Levon wouldn't last 4 rounds. Devin did say after round 1, I got you, big boy. I got you, big boy. I know he talks a lot of crap and stuff like that, but he also knows what he's talking about. If he felt something, he felt something. I also believe that match would have been very interesting had Devin not got injured. Infinite says, if Dave is not what he once was, then we don't know if Devin really is stronger. Yeah, in the angles and the ways Devin in arm wrestling, it's just an opinion. I feel that Devin is a little bit stronger than he was, and I feel like Dave's weaker at the same time. Sean Moose says, Ermes injured Levon's wrist. Oh, maybe. King Hoddle says, I don't think Dave went into genuinely believing he could win. That's true. He was smiling. Was he smiling first round? He was smiling and laughing pretty quick into the match. Lagia says, Devin has definitely become stronger. That is like as clear a fact as lava being hot. Fishing Patriot says, if you gain 15 to 20% strength and the other guy gains less, like maybe 5%, how can you compare if they are as strong as before? Well, in arm wrestling, you can kind of tell a little bit. I still know if I curl 10 pounds, I still know what 10 pounds should feel like. Even when 10 pounds was, a while ago, I can still feel 10 pounds of pressure. I know what 10 pounds feels like, right? And so you can still tell if he's putting out as much as he used to or less than he used to. You know what I mean? Like I still know what 10-pound bicep or 10-pound dumbbell feels like, even though I've moved way past it. Diaz says, grippers are not that good. Get really strong with the Masaryko eccentric handle instead if you want arm wrestling strength. I don't use the eccentric handle. I have one sitting right there. I've used it like twice. It's too small for my hand. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I know a lot of people are. So don't take what I'm saying as gospel. I'm just saying it's not big. I'm not a biggest fan of it. David says, yeah, Dave's injury has been bothering him for a while. It seems to be getting worse, but when he had the strap, Devin pulled slow, and Dave was able to apply pressure. Still impressive for Devin. Constipated Devin said, well said. Thank you, sir. Avatar Magnus, what up? Devin's hand was was his biggest gain as he learned from the loss of Gennady and he improved on his weakness. So we all feel he can beat Ermes and Jerry, making rematch with Levon. Next 2 steps. What is yours? Wait, what is my next steps, or what do I think about Devin going after Levon? I hope Devin goes back after Levon one day. Hopefully Levon heals, and I hope Devin goes back after him. Of course, my next step is just my next match, which I'm all in on. I'm training so hard, guys. I'm getting ready, which is August 26th in Istanbul against Mehdi Abdulvand, the number 1 guy from Iran, big hulking dude. David says if Jerry is fast and aggressive, he beats Ermes at speed and the go, Ermes may be in trouble. I agree. Iron Arm Panda, what up? Grippers are great. If you want to keep your fingers from opening, they do work. Good luck out there in your next match. Just popping in to say what up. Well, what up, dude? Avatar Magnus says your thoughts. Okay, yeah. I mean, I would like to see, like I said, I'd like to see Devin go back after Levon. But yeah, I think he needs to handle some business with Ermes and Jerry and things like that first. I agree. Diaz, if you're gripping your opponent's thumb and they have a really tightly clenched fist, it's the only way grippers help. Oh, I got some stuff I could teach you, Diaz. David says if he knocks Ermes outside his shoulder at all, it's game on. Yep. Logia, I think round 1 will definitely be a reality check for Ermes to an extent. I expect him to focus too much on top rolling in round 1. It's just the way he is as an arm wrestler. Wing Zero, what up, King of Cali? What up, dude? I never let it go too far away from me. What's going on? 1.4 gigahertz Mac. Maybe I'm overestimating Vovoda, but I feel like King of Table constantly throws John under the bus. His East vs. West matches are tough, but Devin, Dennis, now Vovoda at King of Table hurts his legacy in the eyes of new fans. Yeah, they just have to do a little bit of homework, man. You know what I mean? Like, and how does losing to Vovoda hurt his legacy? He lost to Vovoda before. You know what I mean? He did. So it would just be the same, right? But there was a lot of reasons why supposedly John lost Vovoda before. John was super light. He was on his way to retiring. He's played with injuries. That's when he had that Vovoda match before for the Pulling John video or documentary. So who knows? But I literally, right before I went live, I watched a video of Vovoda doing curls with Morozov, and Vovoda looks strong. He definitely looks strong. He does not look weak by any means. So John's a minimum of definitely going to have his work cut out for him. We'll see how he handles it. Devil Raper. Hey, Derek, is there a possibility you will enter AMC tournament in Russia in the future? I have never even thought about that, man. I've never been to Russia. Is it a good time to go to Russia? Can you go to Russia right now? Is it possible for me to travel to Russia? It'd be badass to enter that tournament. I don't know. You saying that is the first I've ever thought about me going to that tournament. That would be cool. It'd be a lot of money. Stevie Diamond says, "Sup, boys?" Sup, dude. Devin threw music through Dave off his game. Says DF. Cybernetic module has Larry Wheel's table strength suffered from the weight cut. I don't know. I'm not sure, man. He's still really strong. I wish I had a better answer for you. I don't know. I mean, it would make sense that it did, but I'm not sure. We don't pull that often. We don't like literally what you guys saw on camera for those practices. We grip up like 2 or 3 times. That's about it. And then last time I saw him, we went off camera and got on the table for 10 to 15 minutes, but it was just me showing him stuff and purely instructional. So I'm not sure, man. I am not sure. Jonesy says Dave was laughing because Devin walked in with the Sesame Street song playing. Derek, my man, fresh cut, says Schmo. Yeah, sorry. I mean, I have a hat on, so it looks kind of jacked up. But yes, I got a haircut. If you guys, moderators, someone please plug the link to the haircut video I put out there. If you guys have a quick second, it's like a 20-second video or something like that. I put a video out about my haircut on my Instagram. It's an Instagram post. You guys check that out. It's pretty funny. You'll laugh. It was a joke. I'm not full of myself or anything. It was funny. Bernardo, John is the GOAT, but putting him against Dennis and now Voda is too much. He looking scary on that last training video with Morozov. Dalton Klein Peter says Super Shredder Derek. Hey, we're getting there. And you know what's crazy? My weight's not really moving. I'm sitting around 340. almost every time I go to the gym, I'm just consistent 340. But what I think is happening, because I know I'm getting stronger, all my numbers are. I'm just trading. I think I'm trading body fat for muscle right now. And then as soon as that starts slowing down, I think I'll stack up. I'll keep putting on muscle, and I'll start stacking up the weight. But I'm confident it's training for muscle. I can see visually that I'm getting more muscular, more muscles. But it's weird because I'm just sitting on the same weight. Laugia says, Murado, honestly, to me, it really looked like Morozov was extremely casual and physically absent during that sparring. Bernardo, AMC tournaments have huge cash prizes, but I heard there are some restrictions on the entrances. Dalton says, my man is on the ooze. Ill shots. Do you think Dave can do more if he learned how to hit with his flop or just be quicker at the start of the matches? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it would help. It would help for sure. Compromising your own wrist early in a super match is not always the best idea, especially against a top roller. Like if you willfully let your wrist get exposed and stretched for a while, like especially round one, then the rest of that super match, your wrist is done, right? So just know that, like, if you willfully give it up first round, like, it's done. Like I always say, you guys, a wrist is like a bottle cap. Once it's cracked, the first time it's cracked, it never goes back on as tight within that match or that super match. It is now weakened. It is just, you can't get it back on there. It won't go back to 100%. Every time that thing is cracked and stretched, it gets weaker and weaker as the match goes on. So if you have to run away from someone to top roll them and you barely top roll their wrist, and you stretch out for a second, then the second round, or you get a restart, then you're going to be able to top roll them more center table and not have to go all the way out there because the wrist just gets weaker and weaker, right? Wing Zero, I'm looking forward to meeting John Brzenk in Toronto. Hey, everybody should meet John, man. It's an experience for sure. I know he's pretty relaxed and stuff like that. You want him to blow your mind with all this crazy goat talk, and he's going to show you the secrets of the universe, and you're not going to get that. But John is a super humble dude, super down to earth, really easygoing, nice dude who wants to just talk about fishing and talk about like regular life stuff. He doesn't even want to talk about arm wrestling all the time. But he's really, really nice guy. Hung out with John a bunch of times, been out to his house, everything, and just a really, really cool dude, you know. But everybody that meets him expects this big thing. Like, I met the GOAT. Tell me the secrets of everything. And that's not what he's going to do. Yeah. Let's see. Shmo says, let's keep it real. I'm the king of Cali. Not a soul in Cali has beat me on the table. Boy. Diaz says, main reason I'm against grippers is because I used to use them so much they messed up my joints and affected my arm. I said, ooh, sorry to hear that. Logia says, I'll cry tears of joy if John beats Lexi. Same here. Oh, there was a super chat. Hey, Jesse, sorry, if it's not $5 and above, it doesn't notify me. I just have to see it in the chat. That's the reason I didn't read this so far. Jesse Halleck with the first $1.99 super chat. First super chat of the night. Gets to go on the board, hang out with my boy, Chave Dafey. Thank you, Jesse. I'm just going to write Jesse on here. And 199. There you go, Jesse 199, hanging out with Chave. Thank you, sir, for the support. And he says, you coming to Arizona State July 15th. Someone asked me that already in the chat. I am going to be at a tournament in Mexico. And so I cannot go to the Arizona tournament, sadly. But I wish you guys all the best. I committed to the Mexico tournament a while ago, so I won't be able to make it to the Arizona tournament. If any of my teammates are on here, you guys, there is a giant Arizona tournament, a huge one with guys coming in from Latvia and things like that. Head out there. Head out there for sure. If you have any questions for me, let me know. Once again, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the support, brother. I appreciate that. You guys, speaking of support, can we get a thumbs up, a like spike in the chat? You guys, we are 81 people in here, 37 likes. If we can get a little boosty boost, maybe jump up to like 50 likes, I would appreciate that. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please hit that. Let's see. Devin said he wants to pull a Voda. Frankly, I can't see the point. It's another comfortable win. It's more of like a legacy thing. Dave Anderson, what's up, Dave? Wing Zero says, I would avoid going to Russia right now. James, what's up, man? Hey, Derek, big fan of yours. I really enjoy watching the show you do with Ryan Turner on Mondays. Really hope you can get some more guests on weekly. Paul Lynn was awesome on Monday. I agree, dude. I was so happy that Paul Lynn. You guys didn't catch it. It was on Ryan's channel. Yeah. This last Monday was on Ryan's channel. We had Paul Lynn on there. You guys, I love that show. I love the way we have that laid out. I just think it's interesting. I think we have nonstop topics. I think that to get a guest and to get our opinions on everything on training topics and just popular arm wrestling topics is awesome. No show is like that. No show does that. I'm sure there's going to be people copying me at some point again. But yeah, nobody does that yet, right? It's just we go over the Reddit and we talk about all the popular topics and answer the public's training questions. You know, Sniper Bob 222 says, I have this weird pain in my wrist. Where did it come from? What do I do? And then you get to hear Paul Lynn answer that. You get to hear whoever we have on the channel, or me and Ryan discuss it. And Ryan's multiple national champ. I'm a guy that loses super matches at East versus West. So, we know what we're talking about. But yeah, you guys check that out if you haven't. We're going to get more and more guests. We don't have a set schedule for guests. I'm just kind of hitting people up at random. But yeah, we'll have more and more guests for sure. Trey, what up, man? Hey, Derek, how's training going? Training is going fantastic. DS says, if Vovoda loses, you see him going back to hiding away from arm wrestling again? I wonder. I hope he doesn't. Kind of soft a little bit. Dangerous Dan, Big D, do you see yourself top 10 in the near future? Near future. I'll consider near future meaning in the next 4 to 5 months. No. Do I see myself getting into the top 10? Yes. I know people might not believe in me anymore, and it's justified. I got my ass kicked. I get it. It makes sense to think maybe Derek doesn't have it. Derek doesn't have the potential. Derek's, et cetera, et cetera. In my brain, I still got it. In my brain, I'm still good. I'm gonna get there. I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna keep training my ass off. I'm gonna keep moving forward. I'm making huge gains right now. Getting stronger and stronger, and so I still have full faith in myself. But it's totally understandable if some of you guys don't. I totally get it. And just hopefully just sit back and watch, and hopefully I get there and it all works out. Veronica Knight, there she is. What's up, Veronica? Says, heck yeah, get them likes up, fam. Thank you. XX Minecraft PvP Prox says, hello, guys. Yo, what up, dude? Saying hello to everybody. Oh, okay. I'm almost caught up. I'm almost there. Wing Zero says, I just going to say hi. I won't bother him with questions. Oh, you can always ask questions, man. Text Prana, my wrist is like a bottle of whiskey. You open it up easy, put it in the freezer, and then you can't keep it open. What? Diaz says, John knows the secrets of the multiverse. What's up, Derek? I have only joined now, says Minecraft. Thank you. Welcome, man. Welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us. Wing Zero says, I don't arm wrestle. I only a viewer. If it wasn't for COVID lockdown, I probably wouldn't know about pro arm wrestling. Man, you had a lot of misspelling in there, but I worked my way through that. I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad COVID brought you to us. Thank you. DF sharing Derek's haircut vid. You guys, if you get a minute, just click on that and watch it real quick and let me know what you think about it. Like, Devon's Forum shared the link in the chat. Click on that. Watch the video. It's literally 20 seconds. Make sure the volume's up. You can hear me. And I just think it's funny. I'd like to know your guys' opinions in the chat if you guys think it's funny. Ilshot says, what day is the tourney? It's on the 8th, July 8th. Hey, Derek, how much can you do in a rising lift? I don't know. I don't one rep max it. I'm not sure. I need to find that out because I get asked that every once in a while. Diaz says, what do you think about Evan Burgoyne? Dude seems kind of annoying. He's always drunk. LOL. Evan is an acquired taste. Evan is truthful. Evan's actually really smart about arm wrestling, and he's a good dude. He has good intentions. He's just crass and drunk all the time. I feel you. I don't watch Evan's stuff as much as I used to, but I still count Evan as one of my boys, still a friend of mine. But yeah, I mean, he's just drunk on his show all the time. And so I don't know. I'm not in there as much as I used to, but I'll still count Evan as a friend of mine. And he's definitely a good arm wrestler, guys. He is a better arm wrestler and more knowledgeable than you would think. I'll tell you that much. Avatar Magnus says, Derek, where in Mexico is the tourney so we can let everyone know and promote it? And you, of course. It's in Mexicali. I don't have the poster and info with me right now. It's in Mexicali on July 8th. My guide to Mexico at all times is Heraclio Ramirez. If you guys are interested in going on Facebook, message Heraclio Ramirez, and he'll give you guys all the information. I'll have it handy with me. Gateway Arms, yo, I'm a Canadian traveling to Utah for work. I look at Armbet, and the Bob Brown is 8 miles away. So naturally, I'm attending his practice tomorrow. Can't wait to meet you too, D, one day. Hey, come through. I know it's a bit of a drive from Utah, but you're always welcome to come by my practice, man. Sundays at noon. Jonesy says, so I agree Morzov is number one in the world left, but I have a problem because his left arm match with Dadakayan at King of the Table, Morzov lost the first 3 rounds, then came back and won. If it was East versus West, Dadakayan would have won. I agree. That was a crazy match. I say Dadakayan is the strongest hook puller, left-handed hook puller in the world, in my opinion, until proven otherwise. So yeah, That was a close match, but I don't know. I mean, you can only go by the rules that were set, and within those rules, Morozov won. We can always talk about what ifs, but in that rule set, Morozov won, so he got it. He's number one. Schmo might clearly open a bottle of whiskey and start drinking it before typing that message. David says, do you think your endurance would improve if you didn't hold on so hard? Look like you burned yourself out trying to hold on to Austin. It would be slightly more efficient, yes. My hand and wrist didn't get burned out. At no point did my hand and wrist compromise and lose. It was my inner elbow. So I guess you could say like the energy I was putting into holding on to him and bringing him back in was applying energy to my inner elbow at the same time, slightly, but it was the driving and the wedge he set in with the flop press and all that is what ended up really killing me out. So I don't know if it was the holding on part per se, but if I wasn't holding on and I was in the straps, I would have been able to be more offensive and not had to control him. So somewhat, I will say yes, somewhat, but I don't know if it'd been the biggest game changer. Let's see. Jonesy, that's the problem. Different rule sets and every promotion, sometimes even vastly different. The Schmo, he just didn't read it correctly. Mike, you're drunk. A cybernetic module. Do you know any vegan arm wrestlers? Not any currently. There used to be a guy named Rob Bigwood on the show Game of Arms, and he was a vegan, but besides that, I don't know any other ones. We got Carolyn with Carolyn Looms. I'm such a fan, of course, first off. Carolyn, member for 19 months. Derek, you're getting the muscle insertions visible like Paul Lynn style. Whoa. Thank you, Carolyn, for the compliments. I need all these compliments I can get right now. Weird things are going on in my life, and I need all the compliments I can get. So thank you. I appreciate that. And Carolyn gifting 5 memberships. Thank you, Carolyn. You're amazing. You guys, if you do not have the membership, the gifts available, make sure you click at the top of the chat and enable gifting on my channel so people can give you free memberships like Carolyn just did. She gave out 5 free memberships. So make sure you allow gifting on my channel. I have it set to top chat. We're going to go live. Thank you, Carolyn. You're awesome. Thank you. Wait, where was I? Oh, there we go. Wing Zero, my glasses were foggy. I wrote that and I was typing my phone. I'm actually making enchiladas right now, says Mike. Sure you are. Mike, I know you were saying that bad boy gets frozen in place and rock solid. Jonesy says, Loggy, I don't like it. I feel like if we need an official World Arm Wrestling League that makes everything official with an official arm wrestling rankings website. I agree. That won't happen, though. Not anytime soon, that is. There's too many promoters that pay their bills off promoting and running tournaments. They're not going to let go of their leagues. They're not just going to be like, I've been paying my bills for this last 20 years running these tournaments. Okay, let me just stop because other people want to have a league. They won't do that. They won't do that, right? So it's a great idea, and I wish to, but yeah. Darren Lyman says, Derek, what do you think you need to do to continue to grow in arm wrestling? I need to stay consistent. I need to win, lose, or draw from this match, come back, and continue to train the way I'm training. That's always the fault. That's always my biggest thing is I come back and I relax and I cool off and get depressed or whatever happens, and I just don't train for a month or two, and I don't eat, and I lose weight. And like all these things happen to me over and over again. Overall, my level's still been climbing overall, but it's been kind of inefficient. And so a lot of you guys have heard me say before, like it's just consistently. It's just not taking those dips and staying there. So that's my biggest thing I want to continue is just stay consistent with all this, with the eating and with the lifting and the pushing. Let's see. Trey says you need to try and get on the Monster Factory events for commentary. I would be down to. I'd love to. Bernardo says only elite back pressure can take Jerry out of the center. Levon Ermes being there, maybe even Zauer. I don't know, man. With Jerry's angle, okay, I understand what you're saying. You're saying someone pulls backwards but with Jerry pushing forward and Jerry crowding your elbow pad, Jerry pushes forward, your elbow pad, you come off the pad, the way his angle pushing forward. So you go backwards. You go backwards all the way to the limit of the pad. It's about, to me, it's about chest and shoulder and center table dominance and being able to drive Jerry outside his shoulder sideways to get it so he can't get his shoulder behind it. Backward, if you go straight backwards, he'll chase and he can still get his shoulder behind it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the more important pressure would be center table side pressure dominance is, I would say, a little more important for Jerry. Back pressure being important too to maintain wrist and hand and wrist control. I would say side pressure is a little more important. Minecraft says, Jonesy, the problem is that people can agree to one certain rules. You always have people who prefer strict rules and would be extremely difficult to create one set of rules. I agree. Especially with how divided people are on the rules. Yes. Schmo says, look, Carolyn, you're going to have to stop being so nice to my husband, Derek. Whoa. I already had to kick Bridget to the curb, and you don't want to have to do the same to you. Oh, yeah? Where is Bridget? She's not in here. Dalton says, LMAO, go click the link. My man is pulling off a great Derek Zoolander impression. Thank you. You guys watched. So he watched the video. Dalton did. Thank you. I know it's funny. Come on. Carolyn says, Drew, there you go. DF. Carl, Superman Stanley. Carl Stanley, what's up? Carl, I believe, has a YouTube channel. Moderators, please plug Carl's channel. If you guys do not know who Carl Stanley is, he's a certified badass. Yeah, monster puller from Florida. You guys check out Carl Stanley. Give him some support for sure. Yeah, there might be a match. Me and Carl have been trying to set up a match for a while. It needs to happen. Yeah. Carolyn with the $5 super chat. Thank you. Carolyn taking the top spot. Top donator spot for the super chats. And it's Auntie Carolyn, always. Aunt Carol with the $5. Aunt Carolyn, thank you so much for hanging out with Shave. And she says, shout out to FAL, Brandon Lee, Chance Shaw, and the Yellow Sea jerseys. Yeah, those yellow jerseys are pretty badass. I'm not going to lie. Big shout out. They're doing big things. So, yeah, awesome league. Brandon and Chance are two great dudes, good friends of mine. So I think they're doing good stuff. Thank you for the support. And thank you for the super chat, Carolyn. You're amazing. Let's see. It's such a difficult issue to overcome in our sport. Jerry, no quality. Carolyn Loom says, Schmo, I knock him down, take names, and hammer down. Sorry, bro. Derek is looking jacked. Hey, bud. Yeah, I don't see arm wrestling having one set of rules anytime soon. Yeah, I agree. What are the chances Jerry gets in his deep flop versus Ermes? In your opinion, versus Ermes getting him out of his shoulder off the go every time? I think first round might go Ermes. But I'm worried at some point. Like I said, if some point Jerry gets that shoulder behind, even if it's round 3, round 4, things are going to get real messy after that. I think at some point he will. At some point he'll false start enough. At some point he'll carve enough, and it'll happen. Yeah, that's why I have Jerry at 51% favorite. King Hile says, are stem cells a new elixir of arm wrestling? I don't know. I've never taken them. From what I understand, aren't they mostly like when you have injuries, like to heal things? I don't have any like super jacked up injuries. I guess the biggest injury I have is my left elbow, which never really healed. But besides that, I don't know. So I know a lot of people are doing them, but I don't know if everybody needs it. Carolyn, he's on the Swole Patrol vibe right now. Carl says, Derek, kill it, bro, at East vs. West. I'm working my ass off, Carl. Like I'm very focused. I'm very dedicated to winning my match. I'm putting everything into this. So we are going to come correct. We're going to come as I can't come any more correct. I can't. I'm putting all chips on the table. I'm giving it everything I've got. So you will see the best form I've ever been in for sure there. Mustafa Hussein says, is the chest an important part of arm wrestling? I see Devin Laird doesn't train his chest at all. Depends on your arm wrestling, right? So the general answer is yes. But there are styles of arm wrestling that aren't as chest dependent, right? But yes, your chest, your pec major, and your pec minor are a huge player on internal rotation and adduction of your elbow. They're giant players. So yes, the chest definitely has a part in it. So Devin has a strong chest for arm wrestling. Does that mean he can bench press a lot? No, that's a very specific movement. But is his chest strong for arm wrestling? Yeah. He doesn't have a weak chest when it comes to arm wrestling. It's strong enough, and the tendon and the connections are strong enough to do what he needs to be done. It's just Devin also has no tricep, so his bench is going to be horrible. He won't be able to lock anything out. Yeah, David says Jerry wants you to back pressure. Jerry's cigarette versus Ermes gas pedal. David says if Ermes doesn't modify his normal outside move for Jerry, he may be in for a long night. Look at Jerry's matches with Travis. Travis had to do something totally different to beat him. Yep. GB19, do you think Alexi is stronger than people think? Yes. Yes, I think right now he is stronger than most people probably think. Schmo says, I don't want no problems, Bridget. I'm not trying to get beat up. Trey says, you see the video I did with Michael Todd on his channel today? I have not watched it. Tell me what it's about. Okay, let's see. You guys talking to each other. DF says, go sub to Carl Superman Stanley and sharing Carl's link. You guys go give him a sub. DK Kavo says, who is Devin talking about in his newest video regarding the #1 in Canada? He's probably talking about Ryan Espy. Ryan Espy is usually seen as the #1 left-handed bowler in Canada. And I'm hearing that they're trying to set up a match. So makes sense for it to be Ryan Espy. David says, once Jerry gets in a position and you're in a top roll outside, you can't just stand up and press because of Jerry's pressure he puts on you. I agree. You have to do it from the beginning. Arm Wrestling Showcase says, Derek, what do you think of the Chance versus Oleg Petrenko match? Chance, okay, I haven't talked to him in a couple weeks, but he better get his ass in gear. Like I said this to you guys last time. Start putting pressure on Chance with me, guys. And all his videos and all his comments say you better be training hard. Chance, get your ass in the gym. Chance is real lazy about training. I'm not the epitome of training full time all the time, but Chance is like way worse than me in terms of training. So I'm just worried about what his condition is. If it was Chance training full time and all on it, I see chances he can be the favorite in that for sure. If Chance has been lazy and not been pulling and is not taking it serious, then Petrenko will run him over. So it all depends on Chance and which Chance shows up. But Petrenko is the real deal. This dude is strong as hell. So, and Chance knows that. And so I'm hoping my boy is taking it real serious now and training. Carolyn says, does anyone know the Arizona promotion in December promoting the Twinkie match, 98? I do not. Who was the winner of Jerry and Ermes poll next? Ooh. Is it Levon? When will Levon be healed up and ready? If Jerry wins, it would make sense for Jerry to have a crack at Levon. That would make sense. Unless Zaur is back to being healthy, and that was always a big question mark. What level is Zaur at? Probably Levon. Which is why Jordy didn't stand up to press. Yeah, if he had started with the press, he might have been more successful dealing with Jerry. Oh, there you go, Logia. I think Ermes will pull Zaur at King of Table 9. Schmo says, Carolyn, I'm assuming Arm Sports Entertainment, Tim Talmadge. Yeah, Tim pretty much does most of the things in Arizona. Okay, you guys talking to each other back and forth. The press is very interesting because you can train it pronated or neutral, and not many people pay that much attention to it. Yep. Sublimating into a press too. I agree. Ermes is much more explosive than Fat Georgie. Says Minecraft. I didn't say it. I'm just reading a chat. 1.4 gigahertz says, I vote for pinning the polls to the top of the Reddit so people can see their questions were answered. Not sure everyone on there knows about it. I know we should. Ryan, if you're here, pin it. I need to go in there and I'll pin it. I'm a moderator. I have powers. I can do things. Because, it is answering the Reddit questions. So, Mustafa says, the winner of Ermes versus Jerry should face the winner of Morozov and Gennady. I feel like the loser should face the winner of that match. I feel like the winner of Ermes and Jerry should try to go for Levon, and the loser of Morozov, or the loser of Ermes and Jerry should face the winner of Morozov and Gennady. Diaz says the pronated press is the best version though, where you can apply the most pressure even on a pulley. Because Longy says, because let's remember Zaur versus Ermes was supposed to be happening East versus West 7 at the very beginning before Zaur tore his bicep. Dude, Zaur's a beast for sure. All right, guys, I am all caught up in the chat. See how fast I am? I'm like becoming a speed reader. Guys, if we can get another spike, a thumbs up spike. We're at 86 people, 58 likes, a little bit behind there. If we can get up to like 65, 70 likes, I'd appreciate that. What's what I want to talk about? I want to talk about something. Oh, I can't remember. Yeah. Oh, Andy Beckett. Yo, what's going on, man? Trey says, so what games do you play in your downtime? I've been playing, actually, I haven't been playing it. I haven't played it for like a week or two, but I was playing Valheim. My buddy Wes Bjornson got me into it. We've been playing Valheim, which is like a PC game where you build stuff and fight monsters and stuff like that. D. Dakomich says, looking good, Derek. What's that plant in the background? That's Shave Davey, the most famous plant in all of arm wrestling. Yep. Shave Davey is the most famous plant in all of arm wrestling. and that's it. That's my son back there. Let's see. How cool are Armbet's playing cards? They're awesome. I got my own. Someone showed me. Someone brought one to practice. They bought them and they had me sign it. So I finally got to see my card in person. Stupid Devin didn't even send me a card, man. I'm on the cards and I don't get a free pack. It's messed up, Devin. It's messed up. Everybody on the cards should get a free pack of cards. Why do I not have a free pack of cards? But yeah, I need to go buy one. Let's see. If you guys haven't checked those out, by the way, they're on Armbet. Purchase them. Yeah, they're badass. I heard they're like $30. Is that true? I think I heard they're like $30. I mean, I'll still pay it, but that's some expensive playing cards. Sideline Star says, thoughts on Jerry's bod, LOL. Saw some people commenting that his bloated stomach might be from PEDs. Are you wondering, are you asking me if Jerry's on PEDs? Sideline Star. Listen, I don't know. I don't talk to Jerry. I don't know if Jerry's taking steroids. I have no idea. I don't have any true idea because I have not talked to him and I do not know from his mouth whether he is taking steroids. The odds that everybody in the top 10 is taking steroids is extremely high. I don't know that for sure. We're just saying hypothetically. But the odds, I would say, are extremely high. But I don't know for sure. With all of it. Have you ever played Minecraft? Yes, for fun. I played it a little bit. Tip says, hey, big man, stem cells help your body regenerate just about everything. They help muscles rebuild quicker. It's possible they might help you, but the expense is high, 4K to 5K per treatment. No, thank you, sir. Maybe if I had like something that I could not heal that was going to keep me from arm wrestling, I'd look into it. But, man, your boy got 4K, 5K to drop for one treatment. Do you think Awa Jashel will arm wrestle again? I mean, Khalid? I don't know, man. He's out there doing his thing. I don't know if he'd arm wrestle again. I hope he does. You should play CSGO with Bowen. I've never been super good at Counter-Strike. I'd have to get back because I never played PC shooters. So that would be new for me. Andy, yeah, you're welcome, Derek. You're welcome, Derek's in the Swole Patrol. Devin has no card for him, I guess. Yeah, he's a Joker. Carolyn says, Derek, you should get royalties from every deck of cards sold. I know, right? No, I don't care. Yeah, I remember Devin asking me at some point if he could use my face for a card or something like that, and I said, sure, go ahead. That is lame of Devin, $35, says David. Let's see. Drew Sweetie. Eastside Arm Wrestling. Pff, nobody's on PDs. What you people talking about? Exactly. Tasmanian Aboriginal says, is he even talking about the topic? Yeah, I mean, we've been going for an hour, so I talked about the topic. Everyone in the top 10 is 100% taking some sort of PEDs, says Sean. Every elite arm wrestler is natural, says Loggy. There you go. Tip with the $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the love. I have the cards. Also, $35, 42 plus with shipping. I mean, but for hardcore fans like us of arm wrestling, if it was $100, I would probably still spend I don't know if I'd spend $100, but I'd probably spend up to like $60 for those cards just from being a big fan. So, but yeah, for the random person, that's pretty pricey. I think they're super cool though. So I need to get some for sure. Heraclio Ramirez says, looking huge in your workout posts. Keep it up. Thank you, my boy, Heraclio Ramirez. Heraclio, who's in the chat right there, guys. Anybody that has questions about the Mexico tournament, Heraclio, I'm sending everybody to you. You guys message him on Facebook. I believe he has Instagram as well. Find Heraclio Ramirez. He's my guide when it comes to Mexico and Mexico tournaments. Hey, Heraclio, people are asking for information, like I just said, about the tournament. Can you post some information here? Exactly where it's at, what time, what day, if you know any of the weight classes, things like that. People are asking about the Mexico tournament here. Sean says, top 10 super heavyweights specifically use PEDs, weight classes, not everyone uses it. Lagia, do you know the game Destiny? It was made by the same developers as the Halo series. Yes, I do know of it. I never played it, though. Pry says, why is Devin always acting like an ass around you? I think he's jealous you're bigger than him. So did you guys see the video where Devin was talking crap to Dave, and he told Dave, let's go have a food eating competition? Let's go eat and see who can eat the most. I messaged Devin immediately. My fingers were burning. I was texting so fast. I said, I hope to God when me and you have a match that you challenge me to a food eating competition. He said, Dave, it's a pretty big, competition. Like who's more of a man and who can eat more. It's pretty basic. Who can eat more is more of a man. And I'm like, yeah, Devin, say that. Say that to me. Say that to me when we have our match. Please challenge me to an eating competition. I will smoke this dude in an eating competition. But I don't know. I'm fine with Devin. Devin's my boy, so I don't notice him acting weird, like an ass around me. But if he is, I don't know. Devin, shape up. Andy Beckett says, yeah, except cool AF. You're a YouTube 3, says Dave Anderson. I know, but I'm a powerhouse in the YouTube 3. I'm a powerhouse. I don't know why I put me on YouTube. I only have like 13K subscribers. Not my channel's huge, but whatever. I'm happy to get a card, man. I'm happy to get a card. I thought Paul Lynn had a card. We were talking on Monday, and I was like, what card did you get? And he's like, I didn't get a card. I said, you didn't get a card, and I got a card? Hopefully Paul wasn't mad at me about that. I just really assumed Paul Lynn would have a card. Cameron McNeely, hey, yo, what up, my boy? That's why Devin wore his Joker shirt at King of Table 7. I see now. You're a legend, Carolyn. I agree. A little late. Yes, you are. When you spew numbers, they need to provide data, says Dave. Do you think Devin is really serious about that tattoo on your face stuff? Seems wild. I don't know. Yeah, I think he would do it if he lost, for sure. I don't see him making those bets with – well, actually, he did try making some crazy bets with Gennady, right? And Gennady wasn't for it. But I'm interested to see on the rematch if he's down to make those kind of bets. Darren Lyman, yo, come on, people. Morozov is cheat curls more than he weighs. Duh, he is taking steroids. Hey. I can't cheat curl more than I weigh. I can't cheat curl over 340. I wonder, though, how much I can do in those same curls that Morozov and Vavoda were doing. The video that got released. That's a lot of cheat. They're like way back there. I wonder what I can do with that. East versus West food competition, yes. Top eating contest competitors are skinny. Not all of them, but a lot of them, yeah. DF says, how you doing? Oh, wait. Andy Beckett says, DF, how you doing? Rocky Ramirez, I will be at the Bruheim practice so we can set up a time and location to meet up and people can carpool and caravan down to the event. Carolyn says, everyone can say if you can buy some T-shirts from AW League, it gives more gains at the gym. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Sorry. Diaz says, you should do a video trying some of these lifts that all these top guys are doing. I do a lot of the lifts, but it's just like to a different extent. Like I've been such a form, I don't want to say form Nazi, but for me, I was always trying to stay super strict to isolate the muscle with minimal cheating. So I'm getting more into the cheat stuff now, but still, even if I sway back like that much, it feels like I'm like all the way back. And so it takes practice to cheat curl like that much to really get used to throwing your body around, because I've been trying to not do that for years. So I'm getting used to it. But tonight I'll do hammer curl dumbbells when I leave here. I think I'm going to go up to hundreds. Maybe 95s or hundreds. I did 85s in the last video where I curl up to my temple from like a bent over row position. And then I'll do two-handed curls after that. So I'll be kind of tore down, but I think I can get up to, hopefully I'd like to get to like 205 for sets of 6 to 8. A couple sets of 6 to 8 on two-handed curls with driving my elbow forward is the plan, I think, tonight. Let's see. Eastside Arm Wrestling. By the way, Derek, I was the one who messaged you about having a match at UAC. Okay. Hoping we can find a suitable match for you in Asia. Man, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I'm down to go down there for sure. Who's like, so you said you're super heavyweight champ. What was his name? Mike? That was not a name I was expecting. It was like Mike Brown, or it was like Michael. It was like a really American sounding name. I was like, wait, huh? Who was that guy? I want to look into him, see who you're talking about. Is Wall returning? I haven't heard anything concrete. Devin said in the past, like 6 months ago, that Wall was coming back, but I haven't heard anything about it. AW Emiliano says, I can't cheat. My wife cut my balls. My bala. Diaz says, you should at least do Devin pronation and rising belt lifts to see your numbers. Okay. Carolyn with the $2 super chat. Derek, your hammer curl short was nuts on YouTube. What? I'm gonna do a lot better than that, Carolyn. That was just to start it. So tonight I'm gonna pass that, and then I'll pass it again next week. I'll pass it again the week after that. I don't want to go below 6. I think I did it for 8. Was that 85 for 8 or was it 85 for 6? Either way, I'm not gonna go. I don't want to go below 6 reps. So try to get 6 at 100 pounds, hopefully tonight. Diaz, you should at least do it. Oh, sorry. I read that. Andy Beckett, Mustafa Aussie said he has some news about it, but not saying anything as of yet. Oh, okay. Darren Lyman says, cheek curling hurts my lower back. Not sure how those dudes do it. I agree. Carolyn, Derek, it was great of you to post the weights and the dumbbells in your live vid plus in your life vid plus your form and the way you use the bench. Awesome to learn. Thank you. No problem. Hopefully you guys, I invented my own curls. Okay. I don't want to go too much of a tangent, but I don't know. Years ago, I was messing around with curls, dumbbell curls, and I was like, well, the way your bicep heads are isolated is by where your arm is at. If your arm's in front of you, it's a certain bicep head isolated. If your arm's behind you, it's another one. So I was like, well, if I lean forward and my arm is just naturally dangling in front of me, then it isolates. I always mix them up, the short head and the long head. I believe it's the short head. For some reason, my brain is dyslexic when it comes to this. But it isolates that head of your bicep by leaning your arm forward, and then I curl and I overly supinate the dumbbell up to my temple, driving my elbow forward. So it's and I stop the weight at the end of each rep. So weight hits the ground, I stop it, do it again. Weight hits the ground, stop it, do it again. Overly supinated just to make the bicep work harder because your bicep controls supination. Yeah, so I just call them Smith curls because I'm not very creative. But you guys try them out. Text Braun, I can hammer curl as much as Derek. With my curls? Do it. Let me see. I want to see you doing it with my style of curls, 100 for sets of 6. Well, actually, or I guess my last one was 85 for 6. So do that. With loading pin off the floor. Okay. Eastside Armor Singh says, yeah, Mike Ford, there you go, is our current super heavyweight champ. He's half British, half Malaysian. Michael Todd's been chatting with him recently, but I think the monster might be a little too strong if he's in good form. Okay. Trey says, how crazy is Paul's training program? It's not that far off like what I did. Me and Paul sat and he's talking about Paul Lynn. Paul Lynn is helping oversee my training. But we sat and talked for like an hour and a half. We watched videos of my opponent, but a lot of our approach to what we do in the gym is pretty similar. Paul really pushes intensity more, even at the cost of form. Even if the form is ugly, just move heavy weight, get crazy, get energetic, and move heavy weight is kind of his approach. So my intensity has been going up in the gym, in my lifts. I'm making weird noises. People are looking at me kind of weird. I'm just trying to move the weight. But the old Derek is still trying to keep good form to make sure I'm hitting the necessary muscles. But that's the biggest thing is the intensity changing. Also, Paul is doing really well about keeping me on my toes. That's the thing I love the most is that the reason I'm posting all this stuff, guys, I went from posting nothing at the gym to kind of posting every time I go to the gym and you see me tagging Paul in every time, is that he's helping hold me accountable. Like he's expecting a post every night and me to tag him, showing him I'm in the gym killing it. And so that's a big driving force for me is that, okay, every time I go there, I got to go to the gym, make that post for Paul. I got to show him I'm killing it. And I'm going really hard. And so it kind of helps me stay accountable. And then at the end of every night, if I have any questions about lifts or what do you think about me driving my elbow forward at this angle or this, that, he kind of helps critique some lifts, and he's just really motivating for me. So yeah, I'm really hyped to have Paul in my corner on my side. Let's see. We need a live curl demo. I don't have any weights here to curl. Awesome isolation, Derek. Thank you. Price says, who has the strongest hand you've ever locked up with? Have you ever felt Dennis's hand? That I've ever locked up with. So I've met everybody, right? I've met Levon. I've met all these guys, but we didn't actually try to arm wrestle. Of people I've actually tried to open, I was a lot weaker, but I arm wrestled Dimitri Trubin. He came out for a seminar, and I couldn't move him an inch. This was years ago, 4 years ago. I messed around with Vitaly on a table, on like a dinner table. He couldn't move his wrist. So I don't know. There's been a couple guys that were like rock solid to me, and I couldn't tell the difference between them. So, although Ermes, I got that left hand. Eventually, I cracked it in practice. Let's see. Mark KDX Writer says, inspiring me to do some palm down curls right now with an easy bar, palm up cheaters to follow. I'm doing reverse curls tonight too. I did 135 for set of like 10 or 11. I'm gonna go up to like, I don't know, what should I do today, guys? I did 135 for like, it was like 10 or 11. I made a video about it. It was a lot. It was just kind of moving. What do you guys think I should jump up to tonight? Reverse curls with a straight bar, a bench bar. Let's get up to, what do you guys think? 165? 155? What do you guys think? Did the new shirts drop on your website? Yeah, it says Sideline Star. No, Bridget has been designing them. She's shown me like 6 different designs. She wants to release a little bit of a line of women's shirts. She's been looking at designs for that. So she's been designing a ton. We're looking for someone. We're looking for a new place to print our stuff. The place we were going to, their minimum order was a ton. It was like 30 or something like that, 30 shirts. And so she had a ton of excess. So it took us a long time to sell what we had. So she's trying to find a place with a lower minimum so she can get 10 shirts, of a certain size, and we'll see how it does, and then order more as we need it. So that's what we're currently doing. Let's see. Does anyone know what Mehdi is doing right now, or is he gone radio silent? He's still releasing videos like almost daily of him lifting weights, but it's real messy, I guess is the best way for me to word it. Like, it's just like him moving a pulley system with just way off the elbow, but just pulling weight in different directions, and like, so it's hard for me to understand how strong he is or to even get an idea of it. But I'm going to try doing those lifts on the pulley here pretty soon. Repeat his lift and see if I can do as much weight as he does. And even if I can't do as much weight as he does in his lifts, that's not how arm wrestling works, right? Those muscles don't go exactly at each other, right? So I would need, like, say I want to top roll him. I would need my pronation to be stronger than his cup. I wouldn't need my cup to be stronger than his cup. You know what I mean? They don't go right at each other. It's different, right? So, yeah. Intensity, Unreal Paul doesn't have a card. Damn annoying Canadians. Carolyn says, Derek, you will probably inspire others in the gym to put their phones down and lift. Hey, hopefully. GB19 says, did you see Pradeep try to close the 2.5? I did not. How did it go? Whoa, Paul in accountability, exactly. Let's see. Colorado Arm Sport, you lying? What am I lying about? What's going on, by the way? Devin DF sharing the AW Switch. You guys, if you guys have not checked out the website AW Switch, go over there and check it out. It's where we sell hats and shirts and stickers. Get yourself some stuff. Quality's amazing. Use discount code AW Derek, save yourself a little bit of money. Everybody loves the shirts so far that we sent to, at least the quality of it. There's a few people in here that have them, and they've said before that they love the quality of the shirts. So if you guys want to get yourself a shirt or a hat or anything like that, check out the site. Loggy says, what do you think Western arm wrestling can take notes from Eastern arm wrestling and vice versa? I feel that technically, not all the time. There's something to be said about going crazy on a table and getting wonky with moves and finding ways to get things done. I feel that Americans, or Western arm wrestlers in general, can be, on average, a little more sly and knowledgeable with the table. A lot of what we do is centered around table practice. A lot of what Eastern Europeans do is centered around gym time with table and stuff in there, but not hours and hours and hours and hours and night and day and after day of just sitting on a table and arm wrestling with your boys and arm wrestling. So American arm wrestlers tend to find these weird lanes and angles and ways to get things done. And if the strength is near, then I feel like they can do really well with Eastern Europeans. It's just the strength that they gain from the gym is kind of what sets it apart. So I do think in some cases, in a lot of cases, Eastern Europeans could learn some more arm wrestling techniques and not have to stay so rigid in all their movements and learn how to get wonky a little bit and what it can do. But I also feel like Americans need to learn how to take weight training serious, how to make gains in the gym and embrace that. That would probably be the two things. Carolyn says, Derek, red, white, and blue, like Jamie Sheldon wore. Will you consider red, white, and blue T-shirt someday? That would be cool. Bridget, we might be talking about something like that, actually. Nathan B says, chin-up statics, below the shoulders, hammer grip to nail those Dial those curl games for arm wrestling. Dial those curl games for arm wrestling. Yeah, I believe neutral grip pull-ups and partials are fantastic for arm wrestling. If you can only just go do one thing and you can do them, do that. I definitely advise doing that. Neutral grip pull-ups are amazing. Carolyn with another $5 super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Carolyn. You've been supporting the channel always. She says, Derek, when you do the East vs. West promo pick in Turkey, will you do some death roar angry face picks to scare the Georgians and get some good picks? That's what you want, Carolyn. Angry faces it is. Please remind me when I'm out there. I don't want to forget. But I will. If Carolyn wants me to do an angry face, then angry faces are coming. Gotcha. Big Uz 22. What up, Derek? Will you beat Larry for the King of Cali? Larry, I'm the current King of Cali. Larry would have to challenge me to a super match for the King of Cali. That's how that would work. So if and when he challenges me, then we can have a match. I'm fine having a match, Larry. Drew says he got close. Oh, okay, good. Diaz, he's talking about Pradeep and the gripper, I think. Diaz says, how much does that conical handle help you cupping for top rolling and hooking? I know you're a fan of it. I love my cone handle, man. Where the fat part of the cone, so it's a cone, right? It's shaped like a cone, and it spins. Where the fat part of the cone hits your hand, you naturally tighten up and challenge. So when the fat part of the cone is on the bottom and it hits your bottom two fingers, you naturally supinate and chop and use your bottom two fingers to contain it because it's thicker, so it's in your fingers, right? You have to really grip down to hold on to it with that part. And opposite, when the fat part's on top, you have to use your top two fingers, and you have to rise and pronate and everything to control the cone and fight. So you just keep fighting the fat part. But there's two types of cupping in arm wrestling. There's supinated deep cupping with your bottom two fingers. You can get really flat. And then there's high hook cupping with your riser engaged, where you're all the way risen up, and you're pronating your cup, and it only goes that deep, right? That's as far as it goes, not this deep, okay? So most people just cup like this with their bottom two, and they supinate and cup in because it's deeper. They think cup as hard as they can, and so they supinate, use the bottom two, and cup in deep. When really, if they would have just cupped through their index finger with their riser engaged, even though it doesn't go as deep, it's way more potent, right? It controls the top, because now you're cupping somebody through the top of their hand rather than cupping them through their wrist where they're stronger. If you're cupping high with knuckles high up through here, that's way above their wrist joint where they're weaker. So that's why I love a cone handle. It trains high cupping and low cupping. It's fantastic. It helps isolate it. You can do it without a cone handle. It just helps isolate it easier. Atlantis IRL says, yeah, Pradeep's hand is pretty big / grip is strong, it would seem. Granny Soup Ladle says a lot. Diaz. Atlantis IRL. Everyone like Aussie would demolish him. I tend to agree, but he does have that hand, so we don't actually know for sure. I've seen Aussie pull, not Pradeep. Oh, Jake versus Pradeep. Well, Jake was arm wrestling for a while. I mean, actively training with the club and everything like that, so I would hope Jake would win. DS730 said, been looking into buying the conic handle. I advise to it. Carolyn says, people Derek shirts are the best I have for, and his website is only one of 3 I've found to be able to buy arm wrestling t-shirts online. There you go. GB19, except Angrabayev, Eastern Technical Wizard. Yeah, I'm not saying all of them. There's definitely amazing arm wrestlers in the East that are super technical, and they're great. I'm just saying, just the general level, I see them all kind of arm wrestling the exact same move, not finding their own flair or ways to use their big hand or their arm or a little more intelligently sometimes. Not hating on anybody. Drew24 says, see Pradeep pull. He does okay, a bit green, but knows basics. Okay, my gym closed in 15 minutes. LOL, I got to go downstairs and lift. Happy lifting, friends. Go kill it, Carolyn. Pradeep thinks Jake would probably beat him. Silky Wilkie. There he is. What up, Derek Smith? Have you entered your prep phase for East vs. West? Yes. I've been training my ass off for, what is it, like a month? 4 weeks? 5 weeks? Something like that. Yeah, I'm in full prep mode, guys. You don't see it. You don't see the chest and the shoulders. I did bench yesterday. The goal still is one day 500-pound bench. I've been talking to Leroy Walker, right? So Leroy Walker joined my team, and he's one of the best bench pressers of all time, like a top 10 bench presser of all time. So I have him available, and I'm like, hey, I want to get to bench 500, and I have a bet with somebody that can do 4 or 5 for 10 by Christmas, yada, yada, yada. So Leroy's been actually helping me, giving me some advice and on reps and set schemes and stuff. So last night I did flat bench. I did bar 135 for like 5, 225 for like 5, just to kind of get under it. Then I jumped up to 315 for 8, 365 for 8, 315 for 9. But the last set of 315, I was supposed to try to get over 10, like 10 to 15, and I just died at 9. So I think that's still good where I'm at. I don't know where that puts me, but I feel like I can do 4 or 5 for a couple right now. But yeah, so I'm working on the bench. I'm working hard. I went super hard. I did a bunch of incline and side pressure and internal rotation, all that stuff yesterday. Yeah. Let's see. Drew do 5-year-olds, bro, at the school lunch tables. The Schmo says, Drew, Jake would obliterate Pradeep. Jake actually pulls and is quite a bit bigger. Wait. Oh, okay. Stevie Diamond, yo, what up? Derek, awesome. They get more pics of you for the promo. Yay. I think he was asking if you'd beat Larry. I think I'd beat Larry right-handed. Drew, comment, Larry will beat me left-handed right now. Well, I think so. I'm pretty sure. Pretty confident Larry beats me left-handed. Let's see. Granny Soup Ladle says, my hand isn't big. It's like 7.5. I don't know what mine was. I think it was 8, over 8 something. I think it was over 8. Conical handle seems similar to multi-spinner, but more comfortable and stable. Yeah, the only problem I have with the multi-spinner. Oh, you're talking about Devon's multi-spinner. Okay, I always get wrist wrench and multi-spinner in my head mixed up. Yeah, the multi-spinner is great. It is bigger and it's built so you don't hold on to it, which is good. So, I just haven't got into the multi-spinner as much. I have one somewhere. But yeah, it's right there. I can see it. The last IRL says, indeed, I wouldn't know both my hands and wrists are small. I never measured my hand span. Let's see. Grow those chesticles, Derek. Derek is looking more jacked than Juji. Oh, come on. I'm not more jacked than Juji. Juji, the bodybuilder, he's shredded. Trey says, having someone to lift with helps a lot. I know. Right now, I'm currently lifting by myself. I did have a little cheering section yesterday. I had someone spot me for the heavier bench sessions, and he had his boys with him. They were like, give me fist bumps after I benched it. They're like, yeah, man. Thanks, guys. I'm always by myself with my headphones in. Obviously, when I'm under dangerous weight, I have to have someone spot me. I'm not going to be that guy that just dies in the corner. So, yeah. Silky, you can't see his pecs coming in, bro. Granny Soup Ladle says that's a little generous, Carolyn. I agree. I guess I thought it was large because he was very easily setting those COC grippers with his attempts. I guess he's just good at those things. What up, Suit? Nice wooden crafted tables, bro. Let's see. I think Silky, Steven Diamond, sub Silky. And last IRL says, true, Larry's left is basically as strong as his right. Most people's aren't, and their right is their strong side. Atlanta says as well, I'm really impressed by that Magnus Mitbo guy. What an absolute pound-for-pound anomaly strength-wise. Yeah, those little gymnasts and rock climbers are crazy strong. Silky Wilkie says, Stevie Boy sub, and Tex Brown says, gotta go. All right, see you. Should we try a gripper? You guys keep talking about grippers. Should we try a gripper? Ooh, went pretty hard last night, but should we see if we have anything in the tank for 3.5 of those? Favorite dinner? Ooh. Oh, it's so hard to choose, man. I really love like fettuccine alfredo, like broccoli, but I really love like a steak dinner with like a nice dinner roll, like a baked potato. I don't know, one of those two probably. I just tried cedar curls yesterday, 20 kg. Attaboy. Johnny Dang, yo, what's up, dude? 15 kg for 10 reps of Silky. All right. Hibachi. Have you arm wrestled Tony Thompson? Yes, many times. Tony is my boy. Tony has a winning record on me left-handed, and I have a winning record on him right-handed, I believe. First time lifting weights. Oh, well, welcome. Schmo says, yeah, the Brandon Allen practice was great. Wish Derek and Benji made it up. I got to pull with Manolo of Pulsio TV and Freddie Sanchez. I was able to get pins on both. Hey, yeah, boy. You should train with Fred. They train like Saturday nights when I have to work. Every time that team trains, it's at a time where I have to work. I only work 3 days a week. And somehow they all have a meeting. They say, let's start hosting practice when Derek can't come. It's always been that way. It's so annoying. Cedar curls is like what Levon and Dennis do with obscene amounts of weight. I've actually never once tried those. It looks like you end up leaning way back. Yeah. Larry versus Tony would be a good match left-handed. they pulled left-handed at a tournament, and Tony destroyed Larry. Larry's style is not good against Tony. It's better against me. It's not good against Tony. Freddie said I was deceptively strong. Manolo really burned out, though. So then Freddie was ready after the pin. I did on him. Okay, so let's host a poll. I love hosting polls. I didn't think about doing that earlier. I want to host this just real quick. Who wins? And it's going to be Berzink and Vovoda. I should have done this earlier. Let's see what you guys think about Berzink Vovoda. Who is winning that match? Now, you guys want me to try a 3.5? It's still 5:52. We got a little bit of time. That's true. Lance, for me, leaning back and using my back to curl, I've always considered too much weight. If I have to do that weight, so I avoid it and stick to lower weights, proper form. That's usually what I would do as well. Stevie Diamond, go challenge Mike O'Hearn, Derek. Get him into arm wrestling. That would be awesome. I'll smoke Mike O'Hearn. But I'd love to teach him about arm wrestling. Mustafa says, I think Ermes is the favorite against Jerry because he has a press to finish his top roll, not like Gennady and Georgie. Drew24 says, yeah, I know Freddie didn't think I could do that top roll. I did is all. Diaz says, Vovoda really takes his losses personal. Hope he doesn't quit again if he loses. I agree. Yeah, you better get a card because you're going to close that shit. Hey. Voda looks chiseled. Voda looks downright impressive. I know in a real match there's not much I can do with Freddie if he could catch me at all. I think I can beat Mike O'Hearn, says Johnny Day. Okay. Caught up in the chat. Oh, my gosh. I'm sore in my chest. Okay. It's just 3.5. There it is. Get a little chalk. The arms are a little bit clammy or whatever. I always do this stuff ice cold, man. You guys always make me do this ice cold. All right. Chalk. Oh, I got to wake up for this one. 3.5. Oh, I got to wake up. I'm not. Okay, come on. Little. I don't even know how this thing's. I haven't tried it in weeks, guys. All right. Come on. No. So close. I want to get this. We're going to do one attempt. We don't just stop after one attempt. We're going to try one more. That woke me up. Damn. Ivan Chuk is usually, he's in here a lot. He's in Discord. He is 20-year-old who can close the number 4 gripper. That's asking who Ivan is. Joe Nelson, I thought I heard it click. I realized it was probably your fingers. Yeah, they were cracking. Solid as F. My weak hands will be broken after that. That's how close Brady was at closing the 2.5 first attempt. So I'm trying to show the camera like that. I like to show the camera, and I've done it before. I've been successful doing it that way. It's supposedly stronger if you stand up and you straighten out your arm and you close the gripper, but I like doing it this way. So it's just more impressive if I can do it this way. Ken McNeely, I feel like standing up would make the gripper easier. Backing John, but no clue on Voda. Yeah, how's that poll looking? Berzink, 53% say Berzink. All right. 30 votes. All right. I see you guys. Faith in the GOAT. Always on this channel, we always predict the GOAT to win. Always. Okay. I don't like failing. Not a fan of failing. Okay. We're gonna chalk up one more time. Are we doing a? Yeah. We're gonna crack one. We're gonna crack one open. I got smelling salts right here. Rechalk. Rechalk. Smelling salts. You know we're getting serious. Pinch it. There it goes. Okay. 3.5. You guys see it? Oh, God. Oh, God. Woo! Oh. 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 Come on. Come on. I think that was closed. I think that was closed. Was it closed? I think it was closed. Was it closed? God, my eyes are watering. I think it was closed. You guys? Was it closed? I feel like it was closed. You guys couldn't see? Oh, you couldn't see? I tried to show you. I feel like it was. It wasn't. It was close. Ah, I tried to show you. I'm sorry. Oh, damn it. God, man, that thing was strong. So it wasn't closed. Oh, it felt like it was closed. Do I have one more attempt in me? I don't even know if I have one more attempt. Starting to eat my skin up, my hand. Yeah, it was definitely closer than the first time. I thought it was closed. I thought I felt it touch. I didn't do it hard enough where it clicked, but I thought I felt it touch. But you know, if you guys say no, then no. We're not just gonna call it unless you guys call it. That means we're gonna do it again. I'm sorry, guys. This show is becoming weird. You guys know I like to do grippers at the end of the show. These things lose their strength pretty quick. Brzezink's thumb is too massive for shriveled Alexi. That guy from Guinness rolls up frying pans. We're gonna get this one more attempt. I might be too tired. It might be done. Closing at 3.5, sitting down casually, some Master Chief. I know, right? Yeah, see, it's way more impressive if I do it seated. I'm going to try one more time. We're doing it seated. We're going to do it the way I've done it on the channel for you guys before. All right? Don't talk about my hair. Okay, hats off. Last try. That's just, we're going third time's the charm. 3.5. Okay, come on. We got this. We got this, right? Just like, boom, you guys are going to see it. Come on. Come on. Yeah, it's fucking closed. Suck it, baby! Woo! Yes, sir. Woo! Ah. Gonna get jacked. We're gonna win this fucking match at East versus West. We're gonna fucking take over. Ow! Ow! Yeah, I want to see a video of Mehdi doing that. My opponent, Mehdi. Send me a video of you crushing a 3.5. Ow! There we go. Success. We did it, guys. We did it. Thank you for all your praise and your motivation, guys. I appreciate it. Glad. Got it. I was hyped. It's good to be hyped, man. I love being hyped. I just don't like failing at stuff, at strength stuff. I'm not a fan of failing. Quality, my friend. My friend is quality grip. The grip is quality. I think that's the first time you did it on the third try, says Joe. Normally the first or second. Yeah, it's true. Normally the third try is just like dies. But it's when I took the hat off. That's when things got serious. All right, guys. We did grippers and killed out the stream all the way to 6 o'clock. How's your left hand on the grippers? Whack. I think the weakest gripper I have is a 2.5. That's the weakest one I have. I don't know. I don't think I can do it left-handed. I don't know if I can do it. Oh my god. Oh. All right. 2.5. Let me see if I can do this. My left grip is so much weaker than my right. You can see it. 2.5. I don't think I can close this. To be honest, it's so bad. Yeah, no. Yeah, I never even try it left-handed. Like I don't do grippers left-handed. Pradeep grip. Derek grip. Yeah. Anyway, guys, moderators, please plug the AW Switch, you guys. If you guys want hats, shirts, stickers, and things like that, head over to that website and get yourself some stuff. Bridget's sending that stuff out all the time, 24/7. Also, you guys, I'm putting out a lot more content right now. Like I said, I'm doing a video every day. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, I put them on Instagram, but I'm also putting them on YouTube Shorts. I'll be doing another one tonight on my list with the hammer curls. We'll do the one-handed hammer curls. I'm going to hopefully get 100 pounds for a set of 6. That's the goal tonight. Yeah, so thank you, everybody, for all the support. You guys, if you're not subscribed and you're in here, that's weird. Subscribe. Like, why would you just be hanging out but not subscribed? It's awkward. But once again, if there's any other YouTube channels in here, feel free, DF, post your own channel. Share anybody that's in here that has a YouTube channel, share their stuff as well. Always want to support every arm wrestling channel known to man. It helps grow the sport. Yeah. Austin Arm Wrestler was in here earlier. Please share Jake's channel too. Although Jake has passed me in subscribers. It's all good. I love that dude. Anyway, you guys, Monday, we'll be back for the Pulse with me and Ryan Turner. We might have another guest. I just got to line one up. But Monday at 3 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll be there answering questions and things like that. And then if not, I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Getting jacked. All right, guys. Love you to death. Thank you for the support. I'm undeserving, but I'm appreciative. See you later.